Hello YouTube, how you doing? We've been talking about history. I'm confused. I'm not that intelligent when it comes to history. I say intelligent, I'm not that well informed, but educated. Very different. Education and intelligence are different stats. All you've got to do is look at a Call of Cthulhu character sheet and you'll know that. Come on. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I was digging out some magma spaces here so that we can turn them into obsidian and then dig down into the sweet adamantine. Sweet adamantine. Excuse me. Wales is a legit country. I mean, obviously it's not the biggest country in the world, and it's not exactly going to be winning any wars on its own, but Wales is a nice place. Okay. Wait, I'm revising my theory, Sal. I think you've been an avid player of Crusader Kings 2. I think that might be where all this knowledge is coming from. Am I correct? Am I correct? Start as an Irish king, unite Ireland, move on from there. That's the plan. Never works out quite that way, though. I always find Crusader Kings 2 gets away from me. Just a random nerd. Oh my goodness, we just happened to have strayed into one of your domains of nerddom. Amazing. Perfect bullseye on the old information chart. Very good. CK2 is excellent, but I can only play it in bursts. I can never really get my teeth into it and play it for ages and ages and ages. Similar with a lot of the Paradox games. Stellaris, me and Chunky Nut started playing a game of Stellaris recently, and much as I want to carry on playing it, there are other games just sitting there for me to play, and I'm like, I'd rather play Armour, I'd rather play Ark. You know, there's just lots of different stuff in the way. Stellaris is also brilliant, yes. In fact, to be honest, apart from their pricing strategies and their DLC madness, pretty much everything Paradox makes these days is good, right? City Skylines, good. CK2, Hearts of Iron, I'm running blank, Victoria, all those, they're all good. Yeah, I've always wanted to get into Hearts of Iron, but every time I buy a Hearts of Iron and start playing it, I end up going, actually, I don't get it. I can't. I mean, I get the mechanics, but I'm a strategic dunderhead and a tactical fool. I have no place in a war other than in the ground. It's really that simple. Next time there's a proper full-blown total war, I'm fucked. I'm in deep shit. Unless it's a Warhammer Total War, in which case I will at least be able to work as some sort of, like, lore advisor. Oh, no, I don't want to go near that guy. Oh, God, no. He's trouble. Leave him alone. But I am very bad. I always fancy myself a strategy gamer. I always fancy myself a player of war games. And then when it actually comes to the crunch, I'm always just shown to be an absolute, like, useless bastard at those kind of games. Lore is an interesting subject as well. It's just also an incredibly complicated one, and in certain forms very boring and dry. I watch a YouTube channel called Legal Eagle. He's quite an interesting guy. He talks about American law. He did a video talking about the accuracy of the legal practices in Phoenix Wright, and I don't think he realised it was like a parody of the Japanese legal system. But hey, live and learn. Live and learn. Total War Warhammer, I've got it. I've got both of them. I don't have any of the DLCs. I want to play it. It's another one of those games in my queue, but it's just sitting down. The thing about Total War is the fucking campaign map takes forever to turn over. It's just, I don't know, I just want it to move faster. I want the campaign map to move faster, and I want the battles. The battles are fine. The battles are great just as they are. Imperator was a flop on release. Is that? I don't remember Imperator. That's probably why it was a flop. They probably didn't advertise it quite as well as they could. That's the Roman one, isn't it? Not Stellaris. Paradox Rome type thing. Be faster with the wars than the others. and be stronger. Always good. Always good. Be stronger. Be better. Just get good. Get good. That's how you win wars. Dave's in the grimdark future where there is only war. I mean, I do love a bit of Space Marine. Oh, did you watch Astartes? Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Oh, very... It's great. I loved it. Civ was my game growing up, says Ravelin. I like a bit of Civ. I was very big into Civ 4, I think. I played a lot of Civ 4. I've got Civ 5 and the DLCs, and I've always wanted to get more into it. I've definitely played a few hundred hours of it, but I don't feel like I've really mastered it. I never got much further beyond like the middling difficulty levels in single player, and I've never really had a chance to play it multiplayer. They fixed the turn processing times. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll have to give Total War a go. One thing that does put me off playing Total War often is that I feel like it's a game I could enjoy streaming, but it fights OBS like a motherfucker. They don't like each other at all. Like as soon as I put OBS on, the game just makes it chug. It's awful, which is a shame. Turn off Lord tracking for neutral and allied factions and speed up enemies. Okay. 15 seconds, that's not too bad. I could do with that. Space Marines! Space Marines! I do love the 40k universe. I feel like there's a few core factions that are really good, and there's a few little extra chaff factions that I feel are a bit weird. The Tau never struck me as amazing. I always enjoyed... I like the Tyranids. Genestealer cults are fun. Space Marines always good. Eldar are okay. I mean, they're better than Fantasy Elves, for sure. Chaos stuff's okay in 40k, but I feel like I prefer some of the more... Definitely, I think, visually, aesthetically, Space Marines are... They're fucking iconic. Like, genuinely iconic. People... The Aquila and the Space Marine helmet are just so iconic. Colonization, good game. I used to love Sid Meier's Pirates back in the day. That was one of my favourites. Did we talk about it? I tell you what, last week I was a bit fucked up when I started. I'd had a bit too much to drink. So, I mean, that's technically true of this week, but I'm more on top of it this week. I always aim at getting the earliest possible space victories. I've managed to get before 1500 BC. That seems highly improbable in the real world, but I suppose with the right setup and the right start, you can get a science victory pretty quickly in Civ 5, which I'm assuming is what it's about. I got Civ 6 on the Epic Game Store for free, and I haven't played it yet. I hear very mixed opinions on it. Some people think it's okay. No one said it's amazing. Everyone seems to favour Civ 5. I watch like Ben and Tom from the Yogscast playing Total War 2 all the time, and they never have any fucking crashes. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I think they have it running on one machine feeding into another machine. That might be the case, so then it's done on a capture card basically. I'm not sure though. I don't think they would see me in the as the chat whizzed by in their stream to answer my question if I asked. In sci-fi, 40k is the best for me, next to Halo. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites. It's one of my favourites. OBS really hates Total War, fucking despises it. Imperial Guard, yes, very nice. I wouldn't want to be in the Imperial Guard, but being in the Imperial Guard is a legitimate 40k pastime, 40k employment. Oh, I remember now. Yes, I do remember. Yes. I remember talking about Astartes. Civ 6 is bad. I mean, I guess it's okay, but in relation to the standards of Civ, it's bad. Civ 5, Vox Populi, best Civ ever. Oh, okay. That's the second DLC, right? I think my favourite Sid Meier game might be Alpha Centauri. Oh, what a game. I always used to be Academician Zarkov. I loved that game. That was a fantastic one. They were just so good. Cthulhu, would he be a Chaos 40k god? I don't think he's got enough skulls on him to be a 40k god. Zinch is your birdhead boy. That's the one I'd swear fealty to. You've got Nurgle, which, he's cool, but I wouldn't want to be on his team. Khorne can fuck off, he's a dickhead. Fancy red stuff though, looks good in the war. And then what's the fourth one? Slanesh. I don't know. I think you get bored of being in a sex cult pretty quickly. I'm a 40k chaos guy, especially Khorne. There are some fun and nice Imperial chapters and parts, but still love me some chaos. Yeah, I feel like chaos. The chaos stuff is good, but it kind of, as I recall, bearing in mind I haven't played tabletop 40k in nearly 15 years. I think it was fucking longer than that. 20 years. Shit. But it was even longer than that. I haven't played it since I was about 16. So 20. So in about 24 years I haven't played any 40k. So yeah. Don't take my opinion as being canon, but I always found that the chaos stuff was bastard expensive, difficult to put together an army with. Mind you, all of them. I used to play with cut out bits of paper with the names of the units written on. Couldn't afford fucking whole armies of models. Fuck that. I actually played a dwarf Warhammer Fantasy army. I never actually really had. I tried getting a Dark Angel Space Marine army going. I had a Rhino, had a Terminator Deathwing chapter. Didn't have any vanilla or tactical Marines. Yeah, I pumped more money into my dwarf army, to be honest. Excuse me. Vox Popularizer mod for Civ 5, all DLC. Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked at Beyond Earth and I was kind of intrigued, but then I saw people saying it wasn't really Alpha Centauri Mark II, so I didn't bother with it. Didn't bother. If you take a direct translation of the Cthulhu mythos, the warp is the realm of dreams. Cthulhu is actually a level above the Chaos Gods. What? The realm of dreams is the warp? I think Zinch Arian would be more like a Nathalatep kind of, Nyarlathotep, however you pronounce it. I think he'd be more of that kind of a guy. Yeah, I feel like the realm of dreams would be sort of adjacent to the warp. I'm not quite sure I see that mesh. It doesn't mesh perfectly to me. You see, the thing about miniatures-based games, Ravlin, is I'm not that fussed by actually playing them, but I would like to be able to paint the miniatures. I find it very interesting to watch people painting the miniatures. Also, I love looking at painted miniatures. Some of them are amazing works of art. Gorgeous. However, because it's so fucking expensive and I already have quite a lot of time invested in Blender, I'm more interested in modelling them in 3D. Like I've modelled a rhino and a few other bits and bobs like a goblin head and stuff like that. And I'm more interested in either scanning models using photogrammetry and then shading them using a render engine, or making my own 40k knockoff models and rendering pictures of those in the engine. I'd love to have fancy painted miniatures and be able to do it, but to be honest, I prefer doing stuff digitally. It works better, and you don't have like shelves and shelves of very awkward to dust, fragile objects. Where are we going? Would Cthulhu oppose them and Sand destroy them? My problem with all these settings is everybody wants to up the ante. As I understand, everybody in D&D has celestial blood now. Greyhawk is better than magic-rich Forgotten Realms. I only ever really had Forgotten Realms as a setting. Other than that, it was always an off-the-cuff, made-up D&D that I sort of ran. Very off-the-cuff. But I never really felt like I wanted... I was interested in Dark Sun. And maybe Ravenloft at a pinch, but as far as D&D was concerned, I was never really too excited by the idea of getting into particular world settings. I always felt like the role-playing games where the game was in one setting kind of did it more for me. I was always more of a Call of Cthulhu guy. Call of Cthulhu, Conspiracy X, the World of Darkness stuff from White Wolf, that was my jam back in the day. All Flesh Must Be Eaten, fun little thing. Let's have a look. I have some figures standing around. I don't have anyone to play near me anymore, and I don't want to search for anyone anymore. Yeah, as you get older, it gets harder to sort of get into new groups of people, doesn't it? It's weird. Cyvan 7, that sounds like a lot of points, which I would imagine translates into a lot of very, very expensive grey plastic. Wow. I love looking at painted miniatures. I looked up Sean Elliott from the GFW radio podcast that I used to listen to, like back in 2005, and he's now like a really accomplished miniatures painter. I was like amazed. I didn't realise. Excuse me, farting away. Painting just comes to you in time. Yeah, I just haven't got the time or the money to do it. I want to get good with Blender and do 3D computer art. It's just too much to go for another thing as well. Much as I love it. I already know that because I have the dexterity of a coconut, painting is never going to be my hobby. I can feel you there, Ravelin. I'm not exactly what you would call... I like having an undo option. That makes it sensible. The warp is basically the realm of dreams, just tainted by the chaos gods. Also, Nyarlathotep would be able to, if he so choose, to end the 40k world. It's on a whole another level to where even the chaos gods would be below its notice. True, Nyarlathotep definitely. I always thought chaos, because Azathoth, yes. Nyarlathotep, yes. Yog-Sothoth, yes. Cthulhu, on the other hand, he's a lower tier, I believe. Not that I'm not using the August Derelith cosmology here, where people teamed up with elder gods. That's not my bag. But in the sort of original pantheon, so to speak, I think Cthulhu's a relatively minor deal. He's not like a universe-ending kind of guy, but he is a world-ending presence for humanity. Anyway, Greyhawk was the original setting. Oh, okay. In 40k lore, there was once a fifth chaos god, Malat, that wanted to destroy everything, even himself. But if I remember correct, nowadays he isn't there anymore, and the other four are just doing stuff now. I believe Malat was invented by someone who left the Games Workshop company, but had negotiated pretty substantial rights with regards to the character. So Games Workshop have to get his approval to do stuff with it, so they just stop using it. I think that's how it happened. But that's from that Total War stream I was talking about. That's Ben and Tom lore, so I don't know how strong that lore stands. We'll have to see. Maybe we can ask them. The warp is a mirror reality of our reality. Its closest pop culture thing would be the Upside Down realm, but all cloudy. It is like the Nether in Minecraft, as in it you can travel faster. Yeah. He can draw on powers the chaos gods could not comprehend, but he could be killed by them. Oh, okay, so he's like Malus is like an over chaos god. Like Chaos United, whatever it was called. Anyway, let's have a little look here. It looks like we don't have enough water for the hospitals to run. So Polycarp and Billy Bogrol are going to die of, dehydration, which is sad, but it does kind of deal with the issue of how do we stop Polycarp killing people. Good, I like it. So our adamantine bar stocks are doing well. We're currently not making any more adamantine armour. That's fine. I do need to set up more adamantine uniforms, don't I? So with that in mind, let's go over here, go to the Bridges of Work. That's not what we want. We want to go to N uniforms, go down to adamantine, and we need to name this one space SWORD. Can we do it? Adamantine sword. Lovely. Okay, so that's for people who use swords. Fantastic. So next, can we copy this one? Don't think we can we? No, we just need to add a uniform. There we go. Uniform 6. Name. Adamantine. What other weapons have we got? Sorry, I need to just go over to Therapist. Take a look. Squad. Swords dwarf, spear dwarf. The next best are like the mace dwarves, but obviously we don't want to use adamantine maces. That's madness. Maybe I make some adamantine axes? How many of those do we need? Meh. Okay, let's... Who's our second best fighter? It's this guy. Conan dude. He's a mace warrior, but he also uses a sword. Interesting. Maybe we can push him into being more of a sword boy? Holy shit, this guy's got level 8 hammer dwarfing. Okay, he can use a hammer, but he's going to use a steel hammer. That's fine. So, adamantine... No? Click on the window, that will help. Hammer. There we go, adamantine hammer. So, we want a breastplate. We also want a helm. Helms, there we go. We also want gloves, gauntlets. We also want high boots. We also want... That's everything, isn't it? Legs. Greaves. Shift L. There we go. Greaves. And then for all of these, we say Shift M. Whoops. Where's adamantine? Adamantine, there we go. Adamantine. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, we don't have to do it. Okay, fair enough. Do it once and then you can do it to all of them. That's good. So, and then we want steel. Shift A. Mail shirts. Steel. And then Shift W, weapon, warhammers, and then we want it made out of, well, we'll see if we can get any steel. We'll just call it a warhammer for now. And then we go into the military screen, and who do we want to give that to? That's for Firehawk. So we go there, go find Firehawk, there we go, and we say E for equipment. Shift U for assign a uniform, and then for the bridges of work, need to go down, find Firehawk, give him adamantine hammer. There we go. That's good. Then Bemble gets adamantine sword. Akira, training armor, that's fine. Training. Adamantine hammer, training. Good. Okay. All good. Let's have a little look here. The ironic thing is that the very thought of trying to kill Malice is that it creates Malice, so by saying you want to kill it, it gets stronger. That does make it difficult to get rid of, I'd imagine. Always amazes me in Bannerlord how quickly you can murder people with a bow. I never played Bannerlord. I hear a lot of good things about it, but it's never come into my vision. Hello, Clinidev, welcome back. How Dwarf Dig? Dwarf Dig good. We're doing pretty good this evening. I say digging not so much. We're making a bit of adamantine armour. But the digging, mainly going on down here, is fairly constrained. D, H, priority 1. Do want to dig that out, and also another row along here. Not quite so far. That'll do. There we go. I think you know what we're doing here, right? You get the plan. Douse it with water, turn it into obsidian, bosh, then the next level, bosh, then the next level, bosh, 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 bishy bashy bosh bosh. It's gonna be great. Just blooming great. Maybe I should just, instead of doing these strips of adamantine armor storage, I should probably just do a big old storage room there, shouldn't I? So I'm gonna say PX. What? No. PX, there we go. Get rid of these little piles here, and then we're going to say, instead of X, D for armor, of course. Do that, and then we click on it. S, change armor settings, and we're going to have just the adamantine armor. So, forbid. There it is. Adamantine, lovely. And then maybe we should give it quality limits. And we'll put shields in there, even though we only have one adamantine shield and we're not about to start making any more. It'll be fine though. It'll be fine. Did I mention after the break that if any of you happen to be in the Tacoma area of Washington State, United States of America, you may wish to visit Tacoma Games. They sell tabletop role-playing games, collectible card games, board games, polyhedral dice, miniatures, etc, etc, etc. If it sounds like your bag, tell them I sent you. You won't get a discount, but they'll at least know that it was worth shipping this mug to me 6,000 miles away. God knows how much it cost. They gave me some stickers as well, it's nice. Yeah, baby. I mean, they literally paid me in mugs, and then I'm being a bit grandiose, pluralising that. They paid me in mug, but I do plug them every time I remember to, and it's almost every stream. It's good. Hopefully they've made some business out of it. I doubt it. It seems like a very high, like very low chance that someone in that particular area would watch this stream, but hey, somebody is, because they run the shop, so... Oh. Delicious. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 2:50. We've basically done nothing. We've basically done nothing. Good grief. We've got to at least douse. That stuff down the bottom, right? We'll do. Do we need to dig? We'll do one more row after this row's been dug out, and then we'll douse. See how it goes. Fingers crossed it works out. They're digging it at least, that's the main thing. Someone's come down to do it. We've got our full 2 sets of adamantine armour sorted. That's all sorted as well. There's a nice little sprinkling of legendary stuff. How's our gemstone stuff going? I should probably wait for them to finish digging this all out, shouldn't I? Ah, sorry, we'll come down later on. It'll be fine. Where's our gemstone boy? He's a gemstone boy. Did our gemstone guy get killed? I hope not. Let me just quickly leave that unpaused so we can see. While I check in Dwarf Therapist, let's have a look. Gem cutting. Nope, he's still there. Still only level 3, which is a bit annoying. But no, here he goes. Look, there we go. I suppose he does have to go quite a way to get to the gem stockpile, so that's probably slowing him down. In fact, I could probably dig a little room out behind here to put all the uncut gems in, right? That might make more sense than having them up in the segregated stockpile room. Oh, these stockpiles are all for the different types of clothes, aren't they? I forgot I was making clothes already. Okay, well maybe we'll see what clothes we've got and then maybe we can add them to the uniforms. I promise, says Ravelin, if I'm ever in Tacoma, Washington, I will go to Tacoma Games and tell them you sent me and definitely act like they should know who you are. At least one of them knows who I am. One of the co-owners knows who I am. And occasionally, they've put me on the screens in the shop, which is madness. Putting a potty-mouthed madman like me on your screens in your establishment seems like pure insanity. But hey, I didn't pay for the mug. That's the most amazing part of it. Free shit. I know it seems insane that people give me money for this, and it is pretty weird, pretty mad, but, you know, I like it. It's pretty good for me. I'm sure they've gotten their value at this point. For my part, when I finally snap and show up at Toadie's door begging for stress fixes, I'll be sure to visit their shop first and buy something. After it might be hard with the harassment arrest and all. That's true, you have to break yourself out of prison. But that could make it into a sort of a caper. An actual, you know, an actual adventure. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Breaking yourself out of jail, going off to the shop and like trying to hide in there from the police. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. Then again, maybe we shouldn't joke about hiding from the police at the moment. Maybe we should just leave that. I hope they don't put you on when we talk about serial killers. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty hit and miss anyway. It's hard to say when that's going to happen. Oh, someone's had a baby. How lovely. That seems to be the only real way we're getting a population in this fortress, to be honest. Like a good quarter, third of the population is children at the moment. Oh, look, somebody died in the hospital. Please be Polycarp. Yep, we've lost somebody. If I do sort by happiness in the... Oh, Canada's currently losing his marbles. What are you doing? Miserable, sunk into a depression. Okay, it's better than going nuts and hurting people, I suppose. I'm so sad. Oh, thank you very much, Kinderdev. Much appreciated. Not required, but very much appreciated. Oh, and Probe followed me an hour ago. Thank you very much. I didn't notice that. Oh, that must have been during the break. Ah, yes, I saw a notification pop up on the screen and didn't see who it was. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It's about time I had another baby, says Sal. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. Let's hope so. We need a few more. We need a few more of your progeny. Mind you, not too many, because we'll end up with a horrible inbred fortress. That's not what we want. We want everybody to have babies, not just a couple of people, because if a whole generation is made up of your children, things are going to get weird. Kids with extra fingers and missing bits and bobs. No good. No good. I mean, not their fault. It's fine. We'll look after them. But, I mean, come on. We'd rather not. Well, Sivan, the thing is, the only people in the hospital was... oh, hang on a minute. There's more people in the hospital. Archimedes? Oh, no, he's doing the surgery. That's fine. Who's there? Is that... That's Archimedes. Who's this? There's a corpse on the table. Oh, it's Billy Bogrol. That's a shame. See, that's a shame. Billy Bogrol. We didn't want him to die, but unfortunately it couldn't really be avoided. We didn't have the wherewithal to stop it from happening. Still, could have been worse. He could have killed hundreds of people. I mean, if Canada, or Canada, however we want to pronounce it, decides to suddenly... go the way of the dodo, that wouldn't be too bad because Bemble has now caught up and is also a level 20 armour smith. So, in fact, we have Johnny 5 and Onget also in the fortress who are level 20s. So, we'll see how that works out. In fact, maybe I should activate their skills because, frankly, why not? Why not? They're making stuff so quickly when they go to the armoury, it only makes sense. The weaponsmiths are actually going pretty good now. We've got Akira was the best at 16, but now there's quite a few people powering up behind him now that we've got this little guild hall here teaching people how to do it. It's all good. Billy Bogrol died early in my fort too. Well, he's actually survived fairly substantially. It has to be said. It has to be said. He's done all right. He's not too bad off. I mean, obviously he's dead, so he's pretty poor off, but he lasted a fair old while. He lasted a fair old while. The scoundrel apparently is getting a bit pissed. Right, let's order up. Oh, actually, let me check the stock levels first. How many adamantine wafers have we got? 162. I'm ordering another suit of armour. I'm ordering up another suit of armour. This is the legendary forge. Yep, it is the legendary forge. So we add armour, Bosch, adamantine, breastplate, greaves, helm, gauntlets, high boots, Bosch. And then we also want a steel mail shirt. Bang, that can go in there. Lovely. Don't know how many steel mail shirts we should really... We could just bang out a shitload of steel mail shirts, to be honest. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me, I'm just biting my fingernails now. Apparently I've become incredibly nervous all of a sudden. I don't know why. We also should start encrusting some of this armour with gemstones, or maybe doing... What else can we do with it? Decorate it with other stuff? I feel like I want something like silver, platinum, or gold. Not gold. Gold's too gaudy. What complements blue adamantine armour? Oh, tell you, we have candy. Candy for days. 163, I think, we've got left. And some fine armour already made. It's good. Excuse me. I don't know what to decorate it with though. That's the thing. I want it to look fancy. I want it to be like super cool armor, but I don't know. Gems is cool. We can encrust with gems, but there must be other stuff we can do as well, right? Electrum. Now there's an interesting thing. How do you make Electrum again? Adamantine socks complement adamantine armor. I bet they do, but we're not making socks out of it unless we suddenly hit a second vein. In which case, maybe I will make full adamantine clothing. Does adamantine clothing wear out like normal clothing? Because if it does, then fuck that. But if it doesn't, then maybe we'll do it. Decorating with bones isn't a bad idea. See, the problem is, what I want to do is have each dwarf have a specific suit of armour with specific decorations on, but I don't think I can manage that. I don't think the control is granular enough. Amazing. Amazingly, but... because I wanted to do different coloured gemstones encrusted on the armour like a sort of Power Ranger colour scheme, but I don't think it will work. Electrum is gold and silver. Okay, we'll have to buy in some silver and gold, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think we should be able to dupe some silver. Is it possible to dupe silver like you dupe steel? Because we have got some silver materials. Everyone get your adamantine boxes. That would be nice, wouldn't it, if it lasted forever? The boxes that never got holes in. Amazing. Are you going to go meta and give them 5 adamantine cloaks each? Probably not, unless we suddenly find like an enormous stock of adamantine, which is unlikely. I think we've probably found the only spire on this map. Although, never say never. Never say never. I think you can encrust armour, yeah, Telia, can't you? If you make the orders to encrust and then make it only feed from the armour's workshop. What the fuck? Where'd the armour go? Oh, they just put it on for training. Or what? Question mark. Uh-oh. Slightly concerned there. Any clothing that you make to be part of a suit of armour won't wear out, including socks. Ah. Okay. Oh, I wouldn't want to go commando in a suit of plate. Jesus Christ, imagine getting your fucking dick caught in one of the fucking hinges of a suit of plate armour. Oh! God, it'd rip your scrotum open like a fucking bag made of tissue paper. Oh. Tell you, I was thinking of that earlier actually when cloaks came up. You're right, Edna is correct. No cloaks. No cloaks. Excuse me, big old guff there. Adamantine socks will often outlast the dwarf wearing them. Nice. Nice. I wouldn't mind that. But still, first priority, armour. And then maybe we'll start thinking about using adamantine to make clothes. But that feels a little bit extravagant to me. Especially when we could make lovely silk stuff. We could just open up the caverns for a bit once we've got some decent dwarves. Get down there, take out some of the Forgotten Beast, fingers crossed. Well, okay, obviously you're not getting your ball bag ripped off, Sal, and you're unlikely to get your old chap caught in the hinges, but I'm sure there are equivalent potential grievous injuries that could be sustained by a woman in armour. I'm fairly certain. I'm sure there are some delicate pieces to a woman. It's getting uncomfortable, isn't it? Oh, especially considering the imagery that is called to mind. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The stray gobbler has been found dead. Oh, that's a shame. A masterpiece adamantine helm. Very nice. Very good, very fancy. Surely it'll end up down here soon. Bring it into the doodah. Actually, we should check the miners, shouldn't we? Let's check to see who's digging. They've done all that. That's good. So DH, priority 1. This little spot here needs digging. There we go. And then we do it all the way across here. There we go. Excuse me. And then I'll leave this walkway around here. Excuse me. That seems like a sensible way to do it. Then maybe I should dig out here as well. I think I will actually. DH, priority 1. Oh my god, I've got really bad hiccups now. Oh fuck. Yeah, we want to spread out and get as much of the much as the magma exposed as possible, and then douse it with water. That's the hope. That's the dream. Adamantine cloaks are worth making, but hard to stop civilians from stealing them. Female human anatomy with scoundrel. Yeah. I mean, I can picture it all. Boy, can I picture it all. But I'd be hard-pressed to give you any actual... I was going to say mathematical names, which obviously shows how much I know. I can point out boobies. I've definitely very finely tuned boob recognition circuits in my brain. You can spot tits a mile off. Not the birds. What are you talking about? Oh, a dwarven child has been possessed. What will they make? Let's have a look. Where are you, dwarven child? Where's your exclamation mark? There it is. Look. Let's have a look. What are you going to make for your possession? Show us an exciting item. Oh, hello. Look what's happened. The siege is broken. Have we got any more sieging undead? Yeah, we've got shitloads of undead. Oh man, look at that. Look how much undead we've got. We've got to get all this shit caged up if we want to go back on the surface. Then again, why would we go to the surface? I don't think we really need to, do we? Let's forget about it for now. We don't need the surface for now. Ah shit, I pressed arrow keys. Where are they going? Coming up here? Yes, I got the right floor. Good. And Craftsdwarf Workshop. A bit disappointing considering we live in the age of adamantine artifact breastplate. But nonetheless, let's follow them and see what they end up making. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Well, the thing about the adamantine, the magma tidy, is that the adamantine spires going down through it. So what we're doing is exposing the top of the magma, dousing it with water to turn it into obsidian, and then we're digging down through the obsidian to get the adamantine. That is the plan. That's the plan. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to set that jewellery workshop up like I said. I'm going to go to the jeweller's place. I'm going to do a priority 4 dig. And we're going to put a little stockpile here, out the back, with all the uncut gems in. And then maybe we'll put a cut gem stockpile sticking off the side for some unknown reason. Actually, we could just put both stockpiles in this room, couldn't we? Let's do it. Let's just make a big long room. Put all the gems in there, bosh. It all stays nice and close to the workshop. Gets things done quicker. Dwarf makes adamantine shotgun. That would be nice. I mean, it's a little above the tech level that we'd expect here, but it would be nice. They're using cloth by the look of things, which seems... Hopefully it's for decoration. Probably is. I think so, Telia, yes. I think because they're possessed, it's just an item you get. But that's not so bad. At least we get another artifact item, right? And it being a Craftsdwarf workshop and them not picking up adamantine is a good thing, I think. A very good thing. Oh, Moody Boy's back, going for some wood by the looks of things. Blue wood. Well, let's all stop for a moment to think about the innuendo possibilities there. There we go, that's nice, wasn't it? I didn't have to make the joke, didn't have to risk breaking terms of service, but I still got you to go there. Still took you there. I was the conductor on the bus of humour that did that joke journey. Okay, it's getting late. I should probably go to sleep soon. What time is it? Oh, an elven caravan. Okay. Well, I suppose we could let them in. They might have some fancy animals. They might have something cool. Then again, maybe we should just make them fight stuff on the surface. Oh. The giant Arantislambasam Eshim has come. A gigantic creature resembling a human. Almost unparalleled in size. Interesting. If you could smash that elf caravan, that would be amazingly useful for us. Let's have a little look. Let's see what you're doing. You could kill them without even starting a war. Oh, hello. Killed a horse. Nice. Hopefully it was an elven horse. Yeah? Question mark? Possibly. He's attacking something else. He's got moves. He's going pretty fast. What are you killing? He's just stopped. He's decided he's no longer interested in doing any of this fighting. He's just hanging around. Oh, no, he's trying something else. I mean, ideally, it'll smash the shit out of all of the undead that remain on the map, and then we'll all be good. Oh, hello. What was that? Mysterious construction has begun. Very nice, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't tell us what the giant's doing. There we go. Z. Let's follow. Lovely. Oh, it's just hanging around in the trees now. No, it's seen a target. It's making a move, and no, just stopping. Just stopping and making the frame rate plummet to 29. Holy shit. It was at 50 a second ago. It's moving again. It's moving. It's sensed some kind of potential opponent. Come on. Through the forest. Off you go. Kill something. Or leave. Kill some of my undead. That would be great. Or just piss off. Oh, it's going for what could be an undead horse. Maybe an undead horse. Who knows? I was going to let the elves in, but I'm not opening the fucking gate with a giant knocking around. Is a giant susceptible to traps? Question mark. Hello. Got some stuff here. Sivan, which I don't think this is relevant to the actual current events, but I am now lying sideways in bed, propping my laptop up sideways with a pillow and under a furry blanket. I'm reaching the maximum theoretical level of comfy. Amazing. Sounds very good. Although, be warned, that laptop is probably going to heat your little blanketed cocoon up. So be careful. Don't cook yourself. Make sure you've got a little bit of ventilation, a through breeze. That'd be nice. Telia says elves plus undead. Awesome. I agree. Sal says if you open your gate, they might be attracted towards your front door. Less distance to collect the good stuff. You've got enough traps to deal with them. Telia likes that. Clinadev likes that. A giant will walk into a trap. Telia says only one way to find out. I'll take Sal's response over that. Okay, let's open the gates. Gates, as Philip Anselmo once said. What have we got here? Front gate. Surface gate, that's the one we want. Add, pull, now. No? Add. You're gonna add. Oh, I've got caps lock on. Add, pull, now. Also, I feel like we should put on a military alert, shouldn't we? We don't want everybody charging out. That would cause untold grief. Let's unpause. Everybody should be able to continue doing what they're doing. And if we go up to the surface, holy shit. Check out the dog frenzy. What's going on here? We're going to have to do some slaughtering, I think. We've got quite a lot of dogs knocking around. Excuse my windy pops. I'm getting very gassy at the moment. It's all those biscuits I was shoving down my neck in the break. Or before we started streaming, actually. I didn't actually eat any biscuits in the break. Come on. Come on, giant. Into my gates. Come down. Hopefully the elves will come in too. I mean, they may have pissed off. Let's have a little look. Still here? I'm not seeing any traders. I am seeing a giant one-humped camel, though, which is apparently friendly. Nice. Okay, we've lost the traders, which is fine. Either they died or they ran away. It doesn't matter. They're elves. Detonates a thermonuclear cat explosion. Oh my goodness. You don't want that. You don't want thermonuclear cats. Strictly non-heat based nuclear cats. Oh, here comes the giant. Okay. Do I want to close the gates or do we want to have it come down? Let's follow the bad boy. Let's follow the giant. Follow the giant. Follow it down into the hole. Come on. Into my gates. Into my traps. Let's get trappy. If this fucking thing doesn't get caught in a trap, Sal, I'm going to be very upset with you. I'm going to get quite salty. Here it comes. And... yay! Trapped giant. Very fancy. Very fancy-pantsy. Let's check our undead issue as well. Still got a few that need catching. What is a... oh, it's named. Lemalilahate. Lemalithate. Exciting. Okay, we're going to keep this open for a bit. Where are you going? Oh, you crazy boy. Oh, you silly thing. You've really gone and done it now. I don't see any undead coming in. Slightly worried. We've got an undead problem on the surface, and we've got dwarves prattling around like it doesn't matter. Fuck around on the surface like you just don't care. Why are you outside of a burrow in the middle of an alert? Who the fucking hell do you think you are? Oh, it's the outpost liaison. Is he leaving? He's been trapped here for fucking years. Off he goes. Look at him go. Good luck out there, mate. You do know there's a lot of undead, don't you? Well, he's not our problem anymore. Off he goes. That's it. Find your way home. Hopefully. I suspect you're going to get killed by some kind of zombie kangaroo, though. Get your fucking head kicked in. That's more likely. Let's go and look at the adamantine down below. What's happening down there? Oh, the digging's stopped because this isn't part of the burrow, I'll bet. W. Oh, hang on. Look at that. That is. Edit the burrow. Just put this in there. There we go. And that. That'll do. Is the lever room part of the burrow? No, but we can add it. Go. Anywhere else needs to be added to the burrow to get things ticking along? Not really. That's all cool. Let's cut to the surface and just watch to see if any undead come in. Hello? Any undead coming? Doesn't look like it. It seems like they're just kind of disinterestedly milling around. Let's have a look at this kangaroo doe skeleton. Where is it? Z, can I go there? Alright, I was pressing X. Is it on the move? It does appear to be on the move. Oh!
Tekud Isethmaus, the dwarven child, has created Vathemtat, a dog-bone mace. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Degel Entered Mind.
Okay, let's have a look. A dog-bone mace sounds cool, if not very practical. It's only worth 50 grand, but to be honest, it's cool. He tried. He made a weapon. Basic value, 50,000 credits, and
the saturnine touches.
Oh, very exciting.
This is a dog-bone mace. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round wood opal cabochons and round obsidian cabochons, decorated with giant cave spider silk and alder, and encircled with bands of round, brilliant cut wood opals and spore tree. This object menaces with spikes of dog bone. On the item is an image of a coati in wood opal.
Oh, coati. Amazing. Hello, Lord Shaper85. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got here? Looks like we've got some people turning up. Hello, Krabiukas. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I think. Welcome back, yeah? Maybe. Maybe. You're gonna get your fucking head kicked in, says Telia. Talking of, presumably, about the liaison leaving, not the people who've just turned up in chat. That would be rude. That would be terribly rude. You're going home in a fucking ambulance, as they say. We maybe use the mace, who knows? It is indestructible, but I don't think a bone mace dishes out that much damage, does it? Ooh, I should check how many decent weaponsmiths we've got now. We've got one legendary weaponsmith. You know what? I think that's good enough for us to put in an order for a steel warhammer. Unless we've got silver. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look in here. Type in silver. What do we got? An enormous silver corkscrew. Let's melt that. Silver battle axe. Don't give a shit about that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shift. Unforbid it. Melt it. Silver bolts. Melt those. Don't need those. Oh, hang on. I forbidded them. There we go. More silver bolts, sure. How have we ended up with so many silver bolts, I wonder? And how have they ended up all forbidden? I guess they're probably on the surface. Silver mace, we'll keep that. Actually, no, let's melt it. It's only well crafted. Silver maul, silver morning star, silver short sword. Melt all those. Silver spear, not particularly useful. Adamantine's probably better. Maybe not though, can't guarantee it. Yeah, let's melt all this crap. And this silver arrow, these 70 silver arrows can get melted as well. There we go. Is that good? Just those to do. There we are. Okay, if we get all this melted, we can have silver warhammers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Much better. Well, very marginally better than steel. Watched Jessie Hart lose a base to the circus today. Might have put her on to do Telia's Fab Embark. Yes, I have been told that I need to try this. Sal is, I believe, setting me up with it afterwards. And apparently I'm being kept in the dark as to some of its more exciting features because I've not looked into it. Although I have seen the features that look like either, depending on your mindset, a large pair of buttocks or perhaps even boobies. I don't know. Can you split the bolt stacks? Maybe. I don't know exactly where they are, to be fair. Should we see if we can zoom to some of them? I don't even know if they're in the fortress. There's a significant chance they're not. Then again, let's see if we're getting any silver bars turning up, because that'll be the telltale. No. Actually, we need to slaughter some dogs, don't we? Because this is nonsense. There's so many freaking animals knocking around. Chick Norris still alive, incredibly. Who would have thought that Chick Norris would make it so far? But they did. They did. Right, butcher, 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 butcher. Lovely dogs making lovely gloves and coats. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. She'd be welcome at this fortress, and we'd probably pay her quite handsomely for her coats. How have we got so many cows all of a sudden? Am I actually taking advantage of these cows and making cheese? I am. Milk animal make cheese, yeah. Okay. Alright, we'll see what goes on there. Keep digging, boys. Telia has an auto-melt stockpile where all the masterful armour and less than masterful weapons and armour go. I have something similar, but I haven't set it up quite right. I had a Jessie join my Discord today. It might be Jessie Hart coming for the Embark file. Ah, possibly. I don't think I've seen Jessie Hart before on the stream. Actually, we're going to have to look up who I'm going to raid at the end of this, aren't we? Because it's fucking 3:30 almost. Holy shit. I don't really feel that tired, but to be honest, this is sort of the time where I should really be thinking, maybe I should go to sleep anyway. Maybe I should go to bed. There are 155 people watching fucking Dwarf Fortress. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Let's have a look. Blue Zest is on. Whatever Tron is on. Robo Films is on. Sayadid the Bot. Mr. Pink. Yabardic. Doesn't appear to be playing Dwarf Fortress. That appears to be World of Warcraft, but whatever. Blue Zest has 106 people watching. Wow. Impressive. Very impressive. I mean, do we raid Blue Zest again, or do we go for someone with a few less? Try and spread the love to the people just starting out on their Dwarf Fortress streaming journey. We'll see. We'll see. Lord Shaper 85 would like a namey. Okay, we'll do that before the end of the stream. But let's just check to see if any of that stuff that I ordered melted has gone melting. No. Let's try and find some of it first. Type in SILVER and we'll go find out where this silver battle axe is. Where are you? Question mark. What are you doing down here? Why is there a silver battle axe? On the main stairway. Interesting. Okay, I'm sealing us back up, and I'm gonna turn off the thing. I'm gonna turn off the military alert because, frankly, it's getting in the way of the fortress working. This one here is that surface gate. Add pull now. There we go. Lovely, and presumably we've got the giant in storage now, right? Did a dog just pull the lever? No, the dwarf went and did it. What are you talking about, scoundrel? Dogs pulling levers? What next? What next? Elves with souls? Never. Right, military alert. Turn off that. Bang. Hopefully that'll lead people to go and pick up all that silver stuff, because at least some of it is on the stairs, and we'll see what comes of it. Fingers crossed it results in a large stockpile of silver that we can make weapons out of. That'll be nice, wouldn't it? Be very nice. Thanks, Sal. Zesty is doing adventure, which Armok Helpers might as well be another game. Very true, Clinidev. Tilia spent an hour singing folk songs on Friday before they realised they were still tagged as streaming Dwarf Fortress. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not so bad, is it? It's not so bad. I think folk songs are slightly more Dwarf Fortress adjacent than World of Warcraft, at least in my mind. At least in my mind. Lava-infused audience is good. It's good. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, obviously I don't want to infuse you guys with lava. Now that I think about it, it sounds bloody dangerous. It sounds like it could be positively lethal to my view count. And who would want that? Certainly not me. Certainly not me. Let's have a little peeky poo. What's going on here? Everybody happy? All the adamantine armour's going into the workshops. Sorry, the stockpile. That's good. Annoyingly, it's gone into bins. Shit. I should have tried not to do that. Right, turning off bins. Can I get them to take this shit out of here? Oh, what an idiot. I should have done that much earlier. Damn. RoboFilm seems okay. Okay, we'll give RoboFilms a raid in a minute then. Presuming they're still streaming. Give them a chance. Give RoboFilms a chance. Okay, so come down here. All of this has been done. This is very nice. Oh, what are people coming down here with these wheelbarrows for? Oh, they're picking up all the stone, are they? Right, well, we better forbid that, shouldn't we? D, B, F. I'm going to forbid all this stone, because if we have people coming down here while the water's shushing the magma, it's going to be a major pain in the bum. Do I want to dig out some more? Do I want to channel this stuff out as well? All this stuff we've already turned to adamantine. I don't think we should flip the switch tonight. I think we should leave the dousing till next time, because if I'm finishing soon, I don't want to be faffing around trying to get rid of water for ages. That feels like a start of the stream activity rather than the end of the stream activity, if I'm not very much mistaken. Shall we call time? Shall we call time now and let the fortress be? Let it be, let it be. Oh, one of the bins has gone from that stockpile. That's good. Hopefully this one will get moved as well. Can we? Ah, shit! It's full of stuff. What's that? Oh, it's an adamantine shield. Shit. Okay. Okay. Ideally, everything will come out of that bin, but we'll see how it works out. We need to add somebody else's armour to the list, don't we? We've only got 2 dwarves currently wearing adamantine armour, and I think we've got 3 sets, maybe 4? I'm not sure. Also, a bunch of scalded dwarves might not be a happy ending for the stream. That's true. That's true. Dwarves being boiled in a cloud of steam. To empty the bin, there's a little stockpile trick that works pretty well. You tell you what, Sal, that'll have to wait till next time, because I feel like learning a new trick is going to be a bit awkward for this old dog right now. So let's pause the game and say to those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so, but now it's time for me to go. Have a lovely time until I see you next. Bye!